Afternoon, fellow zombies. How are we doing today? Are we alive or awake yet and going crazy yet? You turn on social media, yeah, you will be going insane. It's 12:30 in the afternoon on September 11th, 2025. On the East Coast, they've already had their memorials for 9/11, or just about going through them anyway. And it's still hard as hell for people to get through it and deal with it. But now we've got a bigger one over here that the corporate media and the independents are fuming and fussing because the Congress people and media people and every other damn Tom, Jerry, Joker out there is belly aching left and right. There's retribution, as I said before, concerning about the murder, and it is a murder. They haven't got the guy yet, but they got the weapon and looking for the schmuck. They know what he looks like. The FBI a few hours ago, West Coast time, already posted what the guy looks like, so they can get an all points bulletin and have the public find this bastard. I looked at the pictures. I wasn't quite sure if he was a 20 or a 30-year-old, but somewhere in that area. And he disguised himself as a student. And then some of the students who actually, maybe one or two, who actually took videos of the roof because maintenance is who you expect to be on maintenance on rooftops to do work or workmen. You ever expect a student to go up there laying prone, watching stuff? And then the inevitable happened. Of course, we got the Democrats saying that don't blame us for the damn shooting. We didn't cause this shit. The Republicans are going, yes, yes, blame them, condemn them. We must condemn them all. They must be held accountable. They caused it all. Yeah, Fox News and every other damn outlet out there is doing that same damn shit. Trump in his mouth, also going off on a deep end. One of the indies out there who's been talking about Trump for a long time noticed that Trump has medical issues more often. Why isn't anybody else talking about it as much? This guy's been noticing it on the different videos. He's paying attention. Trump, according to this one gentleman, Ring of Fire, and I don't know if the others are picking up on it, I hope they are, is having more medical issues than he and the staff lets on. You ever heard of transgenic attacks? There are many strokes, blood vessels having problems, clogged vessels in the brain cause billback, and they cause issues. Sometimes they burst. They damage brain cells. Brain has to reroute itself, and it can cause numerous issues. My brother had it. He had several of them in his head. Motor control, speech, understanding, comprehending. The brain's adaptable. It could reroute itself given time and given exercises. It could function again. People with strokes can function. Mark Krisky of KTLA Channel 5 Tribune Broadcasting out here in the Los Angeles market had a stroke months ago. Took him time to go through therapy, exercise to get his mobility back, get his speech back, and his understanding. But people keep an eye on him just to make sure that he's not going to get another one. So he's under constant medical surveillance. Even the audience, I think, is still doing that too. Me too. I'd say Mark Krisky for over 20 to 30 years on the tube over at KTLA. Hung out with a guy named Sam Rubin. God rest his soul. God bless his soul. These guys were a pair. And they made KTLA a fun place to watch. He's still working on his side. He's got his good days and bad days, but I guess we all do too. Regarding strokes, they're nothing to mess around with. My family's had them. I think I'm next. I think I'm next. It's not just a lack of right foods and exercise. Of course, that'd help out, bring out the stroke if I don't take care of me. I'm putting myself on the highway to hell, so to speak. To either headache, it's going to be a heart attack or it's going to be a stroke, and I'm going to be a foobar. Like getting back to the politics. I said before in my other videos that we have a martyr situation. Charlie KIRK has been made into a martyr, into a focal point where the right has to attack the left on a constant basis because they don't know what else to do. They don't know what else to do except attack, attack, and attack, and show that they're so righteous and indignitious and they're so moral. So damn moral. How come they had to settle out a lawsuit for false information and false advertising and claiming that one company screwed up with the elections that caused the Republicans to lose the 2020? How dare they? And then Murdoch had to shell out millions for a settlement. I'm wondering how come some of those people looked a little thinner. But meanwhile, we had politicians going over to different media programs just to build up their base. And the left is going after them left and right. Observing, reporting, laughing, yelling at their faces. Politicians on the left, Congress, are still pushing back. It's a constant back and forth. It's looking like realistic Pong. You ever played Pong? Table tennis? I'm looking at the real life human drama of Pong being played out. Your serve. I'm not laughing about the damn shit. There's nothing laughable about this whole situation. Was it tragic that Charlie KIRK died? Yeah, for some. Others who could really give a shit about him. If I hadn't known about his family, I wouldn't really give a shit about the guy. I don't like death myself. That's why I labeled my channel The Diary of a Griever Named John Weaver. So anything regarding mourning, anything regarding loss of life, I've got an issue over it. If it's natural, fine. But if we are talking about assassination, blowing up, shooting, stabbings, yeah, I take issue about it. And then I hear the politicians and everybody else at each other. It's your fault, your fault, your fault, your fault. Your fault, your fault, your fault. And they never get anything done. No wonder things are status quo. They just have to get their time on the television. And the pundits have to have some commentary to laugh and chortle and point fingers again. I hear it's your fault, it's your fault, it's your fault. What did I say, guys, concerning about the fingers? You're going to point your finger here. Where's the other ones are pointed to? Must have they're clenched up in the ball. Where are they pointed at? Originator. So if you're going to be condemning people, watch out where the hell your finger's being pointed at, because man, you got more pointed at you. Of course, you got a thumb sticking out. And you got the finger pointed at the target. Well, where's the rest of them? Pointed right back at you. Observations. I hear. I watch. Getting back to the old gas bag and his health issues, yeah, he's been having them for a while. He's been having it for a long while, but they just keep it under wraps. Back in 2016, they had a physician who said he was in perfect condition. Yeah, right, sure. Keeps eating fast food all the damn time. No wonder he's going to be blowing up like a balloon or collapsing. course, you could ask me about that one. Have I been eating a lot of fast food? No, I've been eating a lot of food. I don't go to fast food all that often. If I'm going to fry, I'm going to fry shit at home. Burgers, eggs, sausage, fattening crap, potatoes, onions. Yeah, when I get a taste for something like that, I have a hard time with that. Stick with one burner and no oven. No wonder I don't get anything healthy fixed. I steam, I boil, I fry. It's like I have to get some of the other stuff at supermarkets. The only supermarket we got in town anyway. I showed enough a bit on my earlier videos about my hometown. Trump Town, I called it. Still do. Kern County, California. Home of the Trump. Or the Trump followers, anyway, the Trumplicans. We still have a few Democrats out here. And we don't like the Trump shit happening. We play nice with our neighbors. Online, so much for playing nice with neighbors. It's only a matter of time before we've got Donald Trump regime to tell us that our life concerning about the Constitution has ended, and he is going to tell us what else he wants from media. Already the pundits are saying that we have to have censorship. We tried the censorship back in the late 60s, early 70s. Didn't work too well, did it? Of course, it took out the marks of the Smothers Brothers when they were trying to make a pointed opinion concerning about the Vietnam War. Trying to make a joke or something. Got their ass pulled. They were very tight-lipped when it came down for the Vietnam War. But the only wars we've got starting is with Trump in his mouth. He's already got a civil war happening with the people. They're not happy with him. Every time the kid got in the poll over here, he thinks they're all lies. Got to listen to him. No, because every time he keeps seeing the poll, he wants to get rid of the messenger, and then get rid of the polls, and then everything else related to it. Because he doesn't want to know that his whole world is a fake. It's faked. He's living in his own Barbie world. And so is every other damn Trumplicant who's followed this asshole for years. For a few decades. And not to mention the conservative movement who's been trying to push their own agenda of control this, control that, and we don't believe in anything else. So now we're in control, and we're telling you that we don't believe in anything else, and neither should, because we tell you so. Yeah, on that one. If the world's coming to an end, we did it to ourselves. If there's going to be a meteor coming from the sky, and we didn't report it, we did it to ourselves. If we got missiles flying from another country, we did this to ourselves. Why? Because we didn't do anything about it. Or we have an overextended budget regarding the Defense Department that couldn't get their ass together to protect the country or protect its people. No, we'll protect the people by shooting you people or get close to it. We'll control you. We'll stop you. We'll corral you. And then we'll throw you out of the country. How about that one? And then we have to have the lower courts going crazy at this point over here. But what happens if we happen to eliminate the lower courts? We have superior courts in the states. And then we have federal courts. And then appeals, the appellate courts. And then you have the SCOTUS. We needed the SCOTUS back in the 13 colonies. We needed a central court, and there may be some independence out there. We got larger. We grew fatter. We took over territory. We needed more courts. Well, we're bloated as we are as a country. We got a lot of people. We got a lot of land. And we need the courts. We need court systems. I have yet to hear Donald Trump telling people what he expects from us. But the independents are focused on him and want to warn us about what's going on, whether or not we're going to be in for it or not. But of course, they have to blame Democrats. They have to blame somebody because they can't do three things: accountable, transparent, and responsible. They can't be responsible for their own damn actions. They have to blame everybody else. They can't be held accountable because they think their shit doesn't stink. It does. Everyone else has got their unique perfume. But transparent, they blame, but they don't. They say we're the most transparent, and yet don't talk to us about it. We got this hot button topic. We're not gonna talk about this. But we got this hot button topic. We're not gonna talk about it right now. Do you hear me? Epstein, 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 Epstein. Ah! Christian nationalism! Christian nationalism! You're not in the body. You're not in the Christ. You're not. You're not. You're not. You're not Christian nationalists. Of course, we have to have a faith office, an Oval Office, telling us how to pray, how to be religious, despite the fact what the First Amendment kept telling us. We have freedom of religion. We can worship anything we want, but we don't have to have government sanctioned, government sponsored, doesn't matter if it's state, local, or what. We don't need government sanctioned religion down our throats. But we can worship ourselves in the way we want to. Tell everybody else about that one. So everybody else is just hanging tight and just wondering whether or not we're going to be screwed over one way or another. Meanwhile, they're still setting up. How about this one? Try this one. Freedom of the Medal of Freedom. The Medal of Freedom. One of the highest things a civilian can ever be achieving, and didn't even realize it, and be honored through the White House. Charlie Kirk got that one by being a loyalist to the Trump and to the Trumplicans. So he is going to have the Medal of Freedom awarded posthumously because he did something great for the country. He supported Donald Trump and his lunacy and his insanity. So it's the old stroke victim who's going to be awarding a medal to the family. I know that the rest of the country, actually I know the rest of the world, is going through these YouTubes wondering what the hell has gone wrong with us. Trust me, there's a lot of Americans over here doing the same damn shit. We're questioning ourselves. We're asking ourselves, why are we doing this to ourselves? We don't have an answer. We're brain dead. The only answer I can tell you is we're brain dead. We have allowed this shit to happen. Why? We don't know what they're doing. We listened to a con man. We drank the Kool-Aid, and then he's going through health issues, including Alzheimer's or something like that. Am I a medical expert? No. But the way he's sounding, I don't know if he's actually legitimately there. But if he is, he should have been diagnosed and put into a padded cell a long time ago. But we don't have options of that one, do we? No. Because right now people are talking about violence. Hence, going back and forth to this. And then they blame the other side for making this particular figure into weaponry. And then they blame both sides. Actually, each side blames each other because they're afraid of demonstration only. Demonstration only. Bang, bang. Who was responsible for that again? You have gun laws that suck, or we don't have any laws, so they suck. We don't have a limitation on the ammunition. We don't have a limitation waiting time on the weaponry, and we sure as hell can't limit or outlaw for civilian usage of the hardware that the military uses for war. But we can see that coming in different places, left and right. Doesn't matter, red or blue. We get states, we get places, and people shut up. In Utah, where they allow weaponry, a Mormon religious state, allowing to murder people left and right. Of course, you murder people, we get to murder you. This is the Mormon way. This is how Christianity is. We get to kill you. So, if they happen to get this guy, if they get this guy, I would not put it past this guy for just killing himself and just dealing with God on that one. The ultimate judge on us is the boss man upstairs. And no, it's not Trump and his ilk. No. Deal with the Father Creator and what he's going to say and do about things. Particularly, it's not just our actions, it's our intent and why we did it. And how do we justify that to him? The hardest damn thing to do is when you have a religion who understands about there's a creator out there. In whatever form, function we keep looking at him as. People at one point or in science would think we're random. Well, I don't think there's any randomness because the way we've evolved, I'm not quite sure if there was any random to it. But I don't follow the strict guidelines of religious aspects, telling me that in a certain time period, in a certain way, we are the center of the universe, and this is how things were, and this is how it is right now. We should just. No, I am not buying it. Not for a second. But do I believe that there's an afterlife? Yeah, I do. Am I pushing it down people's throats? No, I'm not. So, while we still argue among ourselves what life is all about, what politics should be and shouldn't be, we're still dealing with martyrism happening and martial law about to come and all hell to break loose. And potentially maybe another level to the civil war that we're fighting or facing right now. Yeah, that's my observations we have today, boys and girls. What's yours? You want to say something, say something. You want to leave video? You want to leave a writing? You always have that option. There are some out there who have actually been responding. I still say this zombie situation because I still deal with she must be obeyed. And she will because she is the dog. Deal with that one. She is more priority close up than old gas bag in the office. And everybody else is having conniption fits left and right. And you want to see the conniption fits? Just turn on the YouTube and there goes your zeros and ones plugged you in already. And it will feed you all the crap there. Go on Facebook, the same AI out there, or type of AI out there to brainwash your ass. Some material I can collect and other material I'm just listening to and wondering. We're not done with this stuff yet, are we? No, we're not done with this shit yet. That being said, guys, have fun.